What if I told you that with a flick of a lever, I have the power to remove the sun?
What the?
Impossible, right? I mean, this had to be done using some wacky redstone machine that can literally bend time itself. Actually, it's a lot simpler than that. See, if you place a grid of trapdoors in the sky, the sun still shines through. But if you dispense water onto this grid, no more light is able to pass through. Bro, this is so cool. Now, having the ability to create massive dark areas was cool enough. But I wondered, could I use this technology to trap anyone in survival Minecraft, even the strongest players in Netherite? To find out, I gathered some gear and began constructing a base. If I was going to pull off a trap by removing the sun, infrastructure was crucial, especially if I wanted to complete my objective. See, a few days ago, I was just minding my own business on a public survival server when I got randomly teleported and killed instantly. Now, I wasn't too upset about this happening because getting killed on a public survival server, let's be honest, that's basically a given. But what I didn't expect though was a few moments later when I got randomly teleported again, but this time I was ruthlessly murdered by another player, which was bad because this server has the lifesteal plugin. If I get offed by another player, I lose a heart, and if I get offed by enough people over time, I'll get offed by the server. Now, this was no accident. Getting killed both times was all due to me falling victim into the hands of liars, people in the chat deceiving others by offering too good to be true deals that mislead innocent players into teleporting to their demise. I cannot stand for this. So here's the plan. I will lure these liars into teleporting to my own trap, one that casually removes the sun. I'll drink some night vision potions, start critting these guys out because they can't see, and bada bing. Flawless plan. So I continued working on my base, hollowing out the inside for a farm and expanding my storage system, but problems soon presented themselves. 19,000 logs? 19,000 logs, are you kidding? This number I was saying referred to the amount of logs required for this project. Bro, this is gonna take absolute ages, man. Although this number seemed large, it was necessary to acquire this much wood since the trap was going to cover a 10 by 10 chunk area, an area that covered the player's maximum render distance on the server, an area that required over 25,000 trapdoors. How long would this take? I had no idea, but I knew I couldn't do this alone, so I called up my friend Landon for some help. You in?
Yes, I'm in.
Alright, Landon, I brought you here because I need your help to chop down 20,000 logs. After only an hour, we had already gathered 20 stacks of logs, 15% of the amount we needed. Although progress was going great, Landon brought to light a major concern.
Is there anybody near you?
There shouldn't be, but Landon was asking if I had seen any nearby players, and although currently I had not, I informed him of some player activity. I planted a big old tree yesterday, and half of it was cut down when I came back.
Okay.
Initially, I brushed this fear off, thinking this was only caused by a player traveling through, but soon my fears arose. What if one of those players found my base, destroyed it, and ruined my entire project? At first, I thought this fear was unreasonable since my base was well hidden, until I stumbled upon a base with an active player. Oh my, I stumbled upon a base with an active player inside of it.
Really?
At the time this happened, I was mining and found myself lost underground, so I logged off the server and booted up Replay Mod to help me get out. Replay Mod allows you to view the world in spectator mode, which not only is great for finding my way out, but can also be used to spy on enemy players.
That's a crazy mod.
Yeah. Immediately, I wrote down the coordinates, went back online, and waited patiently for the diamond player to log off. Since the guy had diamond armor, I had a sneaking suspicion he had some other loot that could help me remove the sun. Bro, this guy is stacked. And while the time went by, I thought about the future of my base. If I was able to locate a base deep underground within seconds, my base would never be safe to store materials for this project. Was there any way to prevent prevent this, or would my base inevitably suffer a future filled with griefing, destruction, and the end to my trap? But before I knew it though, the diamond player had logged off the server. That player logged off. I'm gonna loot him. So it seems to me that there's a hidden entrance into this base at these coordinates. I really hope he doesn't spawn back in. I'm locking if he does. Diamond sword, 3 notch apples, silk touch, a diamond axe, huge stuff. Alright, screw all the wood and stuff in my inventory, okay? Like, I only—
All the wood, we need the wood.
No, I'm like giving— I'm so nervous though, cause like if he respawns back in, I'm just gonna—
Then just kill him.
No, I'm gonna— he has full diamond. I'm not gonna kill him. I think since this guy has diamond armor, he should also have some good backup gear.
Wow, this guy's about to freaking have the worst day ever when he comes back.
For real. Okay, I have a diamond helmet now. The biggest thing though is in and out. We need to avoid this diamond player at all costs. We cannot get caught up wasting time doing stupid stuff in this base that doesn't do anything for us. Killing the villagers. Well, that was easier than I thought. This calls for some victory music. Ecstatic from the success of the heist, I went back home and emptied out all of the items I stole, one of which would be game-changing in helping me make 25,000 trapdoors. I'm gonna be honest, this might be the most valuable thing I now own. Now, prior to the 1.20 update, bamboo would be— let's be honest, useless to me. But now, bamboo can be crafted into wooden planks, which meant that if I placed hundreds upon hundreds of bamboo, gathering wood for removing the sun would become way easier now. So, I ditched my old ways of chopping wood and focused on my new farm. Day by day, I harvested bamboo, which was great, but my newfound farm attracted a whole new set of problems. My base had been found and raided. Fortunately, most of the damage was to my sugarcane farm. My bamboo farm didn't remain completely untouched, but what I discovered next was the most concerning. Bro, they tried digging around for my base. The griefer had attempted to locate my base underground, and although he had failed, I was worried. They thought this was an entrance to my base. Oh my— this server is brutal. Gathering bamboo to make 25,000 trapdoors was hard enough, but dealing with griefers trying to stop me and raid my entire base was a whole nother level. Nevertheless, I pushed forward. To craft 25,000 trapdoors, it required over 300,000 bamboo. No time could be wasted. So, for the next few days, I did nothing except farm bamboo, harvesting it using stone swords, turning it into wooden planks, and crafting the planks into trapdoors. And miraculously, it took me less than a week to farm 300,000 bamboo and craft every trapdoor I needed. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. Griefers hadn't stopped me yet, but I knew they could return at any moment, so immediately I turned my attention to building the actual trap. First, I mapped out the location of where the trap was going to lay, since it was based off of the player's maximum render distance on the server. So 10 chunks by 10 chunks, that means we're going to have to go 160 blocks in that direction, and then 160 blocks in that direction. I mean, those edges didn't take too long, but that was only 1% of the entire trap. Immediately, I began grinding out the grueling task of placing 25,000 trapdoors, which is by far the largest project I have ever undertaken. And this is coming from a guy who has built a sugarcane farm that can produce 500,000 sugarcane per hour. Placing trapdoors, let's go, let's go. Oh, we're placing trapdoor. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're not gonna get me. Why are you still following me? How can you even see me? That's 2 double chests. We're on to the 3rd. We are dipping in. This is taking absolutely ages. I mean, but look at it. It's so beautiful. I don't know if this is normal, but there is a spot in my hands where it's not looking the best right now because I've been placing trapdoors for so long. It's come to the point where it's like, what am I even doing here? Like, I know the point of this is to see if a trap that removes the sun can kill the strongest players on the server. But it's times like these where it's just a rough time, man. It truly was a rough time I was going through. As proven a few moments later, when my mind started going delusional. Excuse me, sir, that's not That's not normal, man. We're nearing the end. That is the end out of all of this. We only have that much left to go. And a few moments later, after what seemed like ages, the platform of trapdoors was complete. Finished. And it looks so beautiful. Look, I'm literally walking over a river right now. I thought I was in the home stretch now. Just gather a few night vision potions so I could see when the trap went off, and I would be on my way. Little did I know how much I was truly wrong. But in the meantime, I decided to show my friend Coben my progress.
Alright, it's loading right now.
Bet. If we go over here, you'll see the trap.
Jesus.
This is a 160 by 160 block area of bamboo trapdoors. It took me too long to get all of this stuff.
Yeah, I bet.
And this is how the trap's gonna work. Basically, I've already told you about the trapdoors, where they're completely see-through until you place water on them. And how this is gonna work is I've built a contraption that dispenses water on 2 sides of the trap. Basically, I'm creating a very large infinite water source. But there is one minor flaw with this. The trap needs to work, because like I said before, when all this water is released, these rows of water, it'll turn this entire area all the way over there into like a solid mass of water. And so that means we can't just flip the trapdoors to, you know, get all the water back. If it doesn't work, I'm going to have to manually clear out 25,000 blocks of water. Sure, this was a risky plan to say the least, but I had no other choice. All I could do now was brew up some night vision potions, fill in the water, and I was ready to trap the strongest players on the server. But before I do so, I would like to say that I'm getting closer and closer to hitting 100,000 subscribers. So for this video only, I will place 1 trapdoor on the server for every subscriber this video gets. But I have to say this, since this is my first time ever doing this, I'm only going to go up to 25,600 subscribers for, no particular reason, so don't wait. Claim your trapdoor today. In all honesty though, if you could subscribe, that would be very nice. Thank you, thank you. The next day, the night vision potions were acquired, and I was ready. Until I discovered a griefer that came across my base. You gotta be kidding me. Redstone had been stolen from my contraption that was placed the day before. Although this was annoying, the griefer hadn't done anything too major. But what I came across next was concerning. What is this? When I first stumbled across this, I was confused. Why did the griefer leave anything valuable for me? Was this just a nice gesture, or was it a sign of something truly concerning to come? I had no idea, so I shrugged it off and moved on. Eventually, the time to pull off the trap had come, to see finally whether a trap that can remove the sun killed the strongest players on the server. I called up my friend Landon, and we got to work.
Hello?
Hello. Okay, so I got the trap done, but every single night for the past 3 nights, someone has sabotaged my trap. They've taken redstone. So I employed Landon to help me with redstone and to help me place water. It was the weirdest thing. Someone randomly placed like every single type of ore in like a box.
You're gonna need somebody to stand up here and click the lever.
But when I'm fighting, I'll fight for like a tiny bit, and then I'll say pull, and then you pull. It's gonna flood the entire area, and then you're able to come down, and then you'll help me fight the guy.
But what if he's cheeks and he instantly dies?
That's not gonna happen. I basically have everything ready, so I just need to quickly think of a chat that will persuade people with diamond armor to come here. Okay, I think we might be going. We might be going.
Okay. Say flip when you want me to flip them both.
He's killing me. Go, 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 go.
Hit him.
Go down to the base. He killed me. He killed me instantly. He instantly killed me.
What? What does he have?
I don't know. I'm getting backup armor. You can still... Okay.
Oh yeah, it's just shady in here. Where's he at? Is it a fail?
Moments later, my base was compromised and I was killed, marking the end of my time removing the sun. Looking back, I didn't really accomplish anything. In fact, I was just another innocent player taken advantage of by liars. But if you can take anything away from this video, it's that I spent hours upon hours of my life trying to pull off a trap, knowing very well that I could fail. That doesn't mean it stopped me from trying.